I'm out here for today are raspberries, black raspberries. So you can see, and I've got long pants on because these things will eat us. You can see they're totally tons of them ripe. So I'm gonna get those and show you what I got when I'm done. One thing I forgot to mention is these are not cultivated, so we do not do anything with these. We just let them go. And you can see they're over here. It's a nice mowed area that I'm sure had plenty of them before Norm mowed them. So I got as far as I can reach. And we have almost 2 quarts, not quite. And I don't know what we're going to do with them. Actually, it's been a long time since I have harvested these. As you can see, I have not done what I said I was going to do and mow over the beets, but I did empty out the buckets of potatoes and threw the dirt over here. I'm going to weed whack all this, except for where I saw back in the corner there's a tomato plant growing, so I'll probably let that go. You can see peanuts are growing still, slow. This whole area it's just not very fertile. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take an apple tree that we grew from seed, that my oldest boy grew from seed, and we're going to call that Drake's tree, and we're going to put it right here in the middle of the garden. And if that sounds weird, think of what I'm doing here as more of a no-dig permaculture. We have a permaculture method in the orchard, which is just beginning, so it's got a long way to go, but I want to do that also in the garden, and I think putting in an apple tree is a great way to make that happen. We've got lots of flowers on most of the peppers. These are the Tabasco peppers, and they're just getting big, and I'm hoping that means that they're just going to be loaded with fruit later. These are the peach, Sugar Rush peach, and there is in here a pretty nice size. Oh, I thought it was on that one. Oh, it's on this one. There we go. Here you can see her. These will be peach in color and kind of look like a banana pepper, and they will be hot. They're supposed to be on the mild end of habanero range, so I'm really excited about that because we love hot peppers. These are it's a pepper that has 4 words in the name, and the beginning letters are P-A-S-S, and that's all I'm going to call them, are pass peppers. They're sweet, they're shaped like these pumpkins, and they'll be peachy yellow when they're ready. They're actually really good size, and they're probably bigger than any that I got last year already, so we're doing great. I'm super excited about peppers this year. And more peppers. Here are volunteer tomatoes that I will let grow probably. And boy, if you could smell a vision this video, you would be smelling pigs right now. My goodness. Yuck, guys. But you can see they're tearing through. They're tearing up that forest pretty darn good. And that's excellent. That's what we want. There's only 2 of them. They have a lot of space, but they are doing great. I'm happy about that. And most of these trees will be gone when we put in our blueberry patch. And of course the pigs will be in the freezer by then. So everything is going well. The cabbages are getting huge. And I don't have anything to make with them right now, so I'm not taking them off. But we have taken a couple cauliflower. I took one today, and when I get done with this and start editing, I'm going to have cauliflower and cream cheese for a snack. It's one of my favorite things. I can hear thunder pretty good now, so I gotta keep walking. All right, cabbages, all looking beautiful. All these cabbages. That one is looking a little bit ragged. More cauliflower. Let's see, more cauliflower, kale, and garlic. And the soft nut garlic, I just don't think it's meant to be grown in the north, so I'm probably not going to grow that again, but I should harvest that. I need to get gloves because there's Virginia creeper in there and I cannot have that on my skin. So I am going to get gloves and take care of those this week, or this weekend. You can see the asparagus is all grown and feeding the roots right now. That bed will get moved, if not this summer, at least in the fall. And the tomatoes, guys, my goodness, they are going crazy. I've had to tie up everyone at least once and a lot of them twice. We got some rain the other day and it knocked some of them over, so I had to take care of that quick. Those are the sunchokes, horseradish. All of this is loving this warm weather. And even the peas, I mean, those ones are about gone because of the heat, but they were never up the trellis. The King Tut ones down on the end are not doing that great. But this is Oregon sugar pod, and it's like 6 feet tall and going crazy still. I mean, look at all these. And that's from this week. So, whatever. I put them in the freezer and we got plenty for stir fries. I'm super happy about that. Oh, yeah. So we have birdhouse gourds right there coming in. Those are pole beans. They're looking good except for a little bit dry right now. But it sounds like we're going to get something. Runner beans. And this runner bean over here actually has its first flowers. And I've never grown runner beans, so I'm hoping they do well. These are Chinese long beans. I haven't grown those before either, so hopefully I'm not making a big mistake. And then this is just about the only muskmelon cantaloupe that's making it. Finally, we're getting, with this heat, the cucumbers are growing. It's good. Very, very good. This is the tender green something. But, oh, there's one right there. So, it looks like we're going to get something. I can't imagine we're only going to get one. But you never know. I did harvest some potatoes this week, and I made potato salad yesterday for the 4th of July. That was awesome. Probably about 3 pounds of potatoes, and I'm dying. I just want to harvest these potatoes. That's where I did harvest a couple. I harvested the buckets too, I told you that. There's just a little one there. That's all. See, now that's mushy, and that's what I'm afraid of. I don't want my potatoes to get... I don't want them to get rotten. That is what I'm afraid of. Ugh. Yeah. It doesn't make me happy at all. But if I pull this one here, that's got nothing. Just a tiny one. I'm so nervous about what's in here because I haven't grown them this way before. That is the seed potato. But I don't see. Crack. I don't know. Maybe they're just not ready yet. So we'll let it be. But man, that would be sad. Alright, so some of these are falling. That's what I'm worried about, is that I don't get them out of the ground soon enough. They're going to rot because it has been quite wet for potatoes. Oh no, I don't know, I'm just worried about them. Alright, I have not harvested strawberries in, I don't know, a week maybe, and that's totally fine with me. Here are the tomatoes from the other side, and they're growing great. They probably grew a foot in most of the varieties in the past week since I did the other video. So happy. I came through and harvested green beans for the first time today, and you can see the destruction of the grass. But I did actually open up quite a bit of overhead space for the squash that are growing in the green beans, so that should go better for the rest of the harvest season anyway. We have purple beans here. I think they're the purples. And then down on the other end, the squash looks pretty. Just hope the squash bugs stay away. And pink beans are over here. And then there's, I believe it's the sugar pie pumpkin. They're just huge. I mean, look how huge the leaves are. So that's going all right. Corn is neck high by the 4th of July, pretty much. That was pretty good. You can see I made my way down the aisle. Still a lot of grass though. Just a ton of grass. There's some patty pans coming on. Those will be good. No sign of any kind of disease or anything. They're just doing really good, and I'm surprised because things are a little close, but they're doing all right. All of these potatoes have flowered. I think there's some up there towards the top that have not flowered yet or are in the process. But all of these are done, and they've fallen over. Oh, there's one. It still has a flower. And oh, looky, 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 looky. Oh, so excited. There's our monarch. This is why we have this space over here in the corner. We don't mow it. It has tons of milkweed. And we've been waiting to see monarch caterpillars, and we got one. So happy. And there's Mama. Pretty much. Where are you at? hi. Where'd you go? That's pretty cool. That is the first monarch caterpillar I've seen this year and the first butterfly I've seen this year. So that is really awesome. I'm gonna dig in here in the potato real quick and see what kind of trouble I can get myself into. Norm says I should just leave him alone. Yay, look at that. Woohoo! And this is all dirt that what I did was as I raked that mess up there, I took the tilled area. I raked the tilled area of the clumps of grass. I put them in this bed over top of potatoes. That's all I did, and then I covered it with straw. And so we have some in there. Yay! If you look, Japanese beetles absolutely love rhubarb and grape leaves and raspberries. We have a trap. We have many, many traps. And I came out this morning and didn't see very many. But as it's heated up, apparently they've landed and that's what they want to do with their lives. I have a red rhubarb that we bought last weekend. And that one's in. Doing well. The potatoes in my pocket because I have rhubarb that has flower heads, and we just pull those off and throw them on the ground. We want the energy put into the roots in building the crown, not into the flowers to make seeds. And they have grown pretty nicely this year. Since we didn't really take anything off of them, we took, I don't know, I'm going to guess like 2 pounds off of all the plants. So there's 12 plants. Now there's 13 with the red one. Yeah, these ones are falling over too. Norm says just leave them in the ground until you want to make something. So, okay. Hopefully we don't get rot like that one that was squishy. Oh my goodness, I hate these things so bad. Go fly in the trap. Green beans. And here's the roselle. And that has seriously taken off since we got this heat. So they're probably about 2 feet tall for the most part. 1.5 feet maybe. And I'm gonna guess we're gonna get a storm. So maybe it's time for me to cut this off. All right, these are the tomatoes that I just slapped in the ground after we didn't sell them at the market. And there's already one that has a tomato on it. Where was that? Right there. That one is a violet jasper. Come on, focus. So that one should be purple and green. Oh goodness, he's gonna have to spray something on these guys. I mean, look at that. They're just devastating. Oh, there's a wasp. I wish he would eat them. Instead, he'll probably just sting me. I haven't heard thunder for a minute, so let's come down here And then there's cleome, basil, can't remember, basil. This is really shooting off now, the zinnias. There's poppies. There's a really pretty one yesterday that was orange like that, but it had like a rusty red on the inside. Very pretty. There's an Amish paste tomato. Another one. Dill. I took some off of that for the potato salad yesterday. Several Rutgers on this one. There we go. Rutgers tomatoes. Gosh, I got tomato problems right now. These are which ones are these? Blush? Yes, they're the blush. I have no idea how big these get, but they're supposed to be yellow with a little bit of orange or a little bit of pink, red. I don't know, whatever makes the blush. But obviously they're elongated ones. And then here are Rebecca Allen's. So those are going to be big slicers. And see, the one it's coming back. She's just little. So maybe by next week, this one that was on panel, let's see, it was on row 5 last week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now it's on 7. Maybe it'll be to 9 next week, and I'll be tied all the way up to the top. We'll see. All right. Have a great week. We'll see you next week. Bye.